Hit that subscribe button to never miss my plant-based recipes and videos. And now I'm off to Jane Bond, located in downtown Waterloo, Ontario. Jane Bond has been serving up plant-based eats since 1995, way before it was trendy. Bernard Carney, one of its owner-operators, has been here since the beginning.
A friend of mine at the time in January met up with me and said, hey, there's this a cafe that we'd like. If you could get an opportunity to open it, what would you do? At the time, there really weren't any restaurants featuring any vegetarian items on their menus.
The original idea was for Jane Bond to be a music venue that just happened to serve vegetarian fare.
It's my biggest passion is like live music and just put a lot of effort into it. I just kind of assume that that's all it's ever going to be, but no, like the whole restaurant side of our business is what's helped us survive. You'll be meeting Anya, who works with us here, and Anya has taken us onto a whole new chapter in terms of what you can do with foods. We've really evolved. We're busier than ever, to a certain extent. Yeah, like the food has really taken off. And then we have an older community who cherish the food because of the healthy lifestyle that it provides for them as well.
You've weirdly made a family restaurant.
Weirdly, exactly. I never thought of that. I just thought it was a punk bar, but it's not.
You made something for everyone, damn it.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna tease today in the kitchen? What's Anya gonna make for us?
I don't know. I think maybe you should ask her about the Jack Burger. I highly recommend it.
Okay, so what's our first step?
So we'll start with the barbecue sauce. We'll toss the onions in here. I think we're ready to go. We'll toss in our garlic here too and let those two simmer together. Okay, so once your onions are translucent and your garlic is very aromatic, then we're gonna be adding a couple things to our pot. So we're gonna add in our salt and pepper here, chipotles.
That's a big spatula for a little ramekin.
Baby jar. Onion powder and garlic powder. Get our Dijon in there, a little bit of soy sauce. And now we'll go in with the brown sugar and mix that all together. And the brown sugar will melt and kind of let out its sweetness. Apple cider vinegar, the bourbon, and then we'll add in our ketchup and tomato paste here.
You're using a smaller spatula for the pitcher
I didn't.
than you use for the small ramekin.
I didn't plan my spatulas very well today. We're gonna blitz it up, and then, like I said, the longer you can leave that on the stove, the better. And I'm gonna show you how to process the jackfruit here. This is the part that pulls real nice, the firmer part in the center.
But do you blitz that up too?
Yes, we do.
Look at that.
We just tear it apart. We're gonna bring this over here and just quickly pulse it up in a food processor. All right, so you'll see it kind of resembles a ground chuck consistency almost. And we've got our barbecue sauce all done and ready. We're gonna add in a good amount here. Do you wanna mix that all together?
Oh, look at me.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna just spread it out here on our baking sheet with parchment paper. So we have our oven preheated to 425. And we're gonna just slide it on in there and time it for about 25 minutes.
And then flippy flip?
Yeah, and then another 25. That's what it's gonna look like. It's looking pretty porky, I'd
I like
say.
it.
So that's gonna be the bulk of our sandwich. Okay, so to top the sandwich, I like a nice creamy coleslaw. So in here we have some carrot, red onion, purple cabbage, and green cabbage, and a royal gala apple.
And the scariest mandolin?
Yeah.
Well, it brings a little bit of acidity to it, right?
Yeah, and it goes well with the barbecue idea, I think, you know? Traditionally, a creamy coleslaw would have mayo, right? So here we use some liquid gold called aquafaba,
Right.
which is the juice from a can of chickpeas.
Plop it all in.
Yep, a little bit of white sugar and black pepper.
Oh.
And then we got a little bit of apple cider vinegar here.
And this
Nice
goes
and
on top
bright.
of the sandwich.
Yeah, so we're gonna get a little bit more jackfruit in a smaller pot here. I usually go about a half cup, and then we're gonna add like another tablespoon or so of sauce. Just pull it on out here. Look at that, perfectly golden.
Look at that.
Beautiful. We got our nice hot jackfruit here. Fresh, creamy coleslaw. And there you have it.
Should we cheers it?
Yeah,
Is there a right way to eat this thing?
whatever way's messiest.
I went with the biggest bite. There's so much going on there. There's texture. There's like this sweet savory.
It's just so delicious. It's tangy and texture of it is surprising. Like you really wouldn't believe that you're eating something that's not meat.
Summertime barbecue comfort food.
It's pretty to look at too. It's like a rainbow. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for making this sandwich with us.
My pleasure.
Go to pbwithj.ca for these recipes and more. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and click that notification bell.